After a disappointing start to the season, the Nashville Predators appear to have hit their stride. They started the season with back-to-back losses, but haven't lost in regulation since. Having only played 7 games total, Nashville currently sits with a .421 record. Likewise, that is good enough for third in the Central Division. The team has been clicking on all cylinders and have been exciting to watch. Coming into today, the Nashville Predators have won 2 in a row. Most recently, a 10 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers, sweeping the season series in the process. Although they have only won 2 straight, Nashville has gained at least a point in their last 5. The one overtime loss came against Chicago, and on a questionable no call, no less. The point being, Nashville is hot right now and will look to continue their point streak later today. However, the same cannot be said for their opponent. The New York Rangers have had a pretty frustrating start to their season, to say the least. Where we're at now, the Rangers are tied for second to last in the Eastern Conference. They might only be 8 games into the season, but they have only secured 1 victory. To make matters even worse, they have lost 5 in a row, with the last 2 coming in overtime and a shootout, respectively. Despite all this, the Rangers are still a talented team, and shouldn't be taken lightly. The Rangers are led by their goaltender Henrik Lundqvist. He is widely regarded as one of the best netminders the game has, but is off to a shaky start. The 35-year-old goalie is 132 with a .905 save percentage and 3.15 GAA. Obviously, these are not the typical numbers you would expect to see from King Henrik. It is still early, remember, so take these numbers with a grain of salt. Offensively, the leading point scorers for the Rangers are defenseman Kevin Shattenkirk and first-line winger Matt Zuccarello, both of whom have tallied 7 points by way of 2 goals and 5 assists. The leading goal scorer for New York is Mika Zibanejad, who has 5 so far. Other players of interest for the Rangers include Rick Nash. He is a dangerous left winger capable of scoring from anywhere on the ice. He hasn't started the season off so great, but he is still a gifted athlete who will need to be tamed. The other player of interest is Jimmy Vesey. We all know the story behind Vesey, so I won't go into that. As for him, he has yet to make a mark on the scoresheet this season, and you know he would love to turn his fortunes around against Nashville. Injuries lineup scratches. The Predators have had a tough go about it with injuries early on. As we all know, Brian Ellis is expected out until at least Christmas. Roman Josi had to sit out a couple of games, and Yannick Weber has been out for a while, as well. Yesterday, Nashville finally got some good news on the injury front, as Weber was taken off of IR and practiced with the team. However, as Weber came off the IR, Nick Bonino was added to it. According to reports, he is going to be out for a few weeks. Nothing has been made official with the lineups for today's game, but based off of the practice lines from yesterday, it appears Nashville will go with a similar lineup from Thursday's game. Forsberg, Johansson, Eriksson, Hartnell, Järnkrok, Salo, McAfee, Lasson, Smith, McLeod, Gaudreau, Watson, Josi, Kalmar, Millen, Subban or Win Weber. Keep in mind that nothing is official yet, but it appears Weber will be in for Boteto. Also, for the 4th straight game, it looks like Sam Girard will be scratched. It's difficult for us as fans, because he has the talent to be starting. There are long-term implications with how he is played, though. As much as I really want him to play, if the team is trying to limit his remaining 7 games in the NHL, maybe strolling him out in Madison Square Garden is not the best option. Keys to the game. I am going to make it short and sweet here. There are 2 keys to this game if Nashville wants to win: goaltending and staying of the penalty kill. Goaltending. Pekka Rinne has played some of the best hockey of his career lately. He is coming off a shutout against the Flyers, and has only allowed more than 1 goal once in his past 4 starts. Not only have the numbers been great for Pekka, but he looks extremely comfortable on the ice. Rinne appears to be having fun out there, and it will be important for him to keep this up against a team that generates a ton of shots. Stay off the penalty kill. The Nashville Predators' special team units have been a strong point of their play, as of late. They are generating chances and killing off penalties with ease. However, despite all of this, Nashville needs to stop committing penalties. In their past 3 games, Nashville has sent their PK unit on the ice 17 times. That is an absurd amount of time being spent on the penalty kill. Once again, the issue is not the PK units themselves, as they are doing great. In those 17 chances, the opposition has only scored once. What is hurting them is just the amount of time they spend down a man. It is difficult to score down one, and Nashville will need all the time on attack they can generate against Lundqvist. Follow the game. Today's game is a matinee and pre-game coverage will begin at 11:00 a.m. CT on Fox Sports Tennessee with Predators Live. The game will start at 11:30 a.m. CT and Willie Donick and Terry Crisp will have the call on the TV broadcast. The radio coverage will broadcast from 102.5 The Game, where Pete Weber and Hal Gill will handle all the action.